Alright, there's just something I gotta get off my chest here. For the time I am recording this, it is launch day for ARC Raiders. I've put about 13 hours into the game, and I want to say that 90% of that has been me just randomly queuing into 3-mans. And one of the most common things I see from every single player, whether they were a server slam, or a original playtester, or they're brand new, is they see these medium tier arcs, these leapers, these bastions, these rocketeers, everything like that, and they get really, really scared. And now that's not an unwarranted fear. These things are easily capable of ending your entire run in seconds. But whether you're a PvP Chad or a loot goblin rat, these things are not as difficult to take down as you might think, and from what I've seen, they are very worth it. I've spent basically the entire day farming these things, and I pull about 8k XP a raid and about 10k coins per raid just killing these things, not even doing anything else. I just want to show you guys here like a basic of what I use. You can see up here, I'm level 18. I've been, like I said, playing basically all day, just doing nothing but farming these arcs. We go into my raider. This right here is all you need. This incredibly basic tier 1 kit any raider could throw together within 5 seconds is all you need to kill one of these bigger arcs. The main thing I want to stress to you is explosives. Explosives of any kind. In a second, I'm going to show you a clip of me running a kit that's a bit more spendy than this. But you'll see that the large majority of the damage is going to come from these explosives. Light impact grenades are great. Demolition charges are better. Snap mines are better. A wolf pack will, more often than not, just one-shot any one of these things. Just anything you got to throw at one of these things, do not hesitate to just let it fly. It does so much more damage than you think that it's only worth your while. As we go into this next clip here, I'm going to periodically jump in by a voiceover, but the main things I want you to pay attention to here is I want you to see just how much XP I'm getting on the sides of my screen when I either shoot this thing or hit it with an explosive, because that really is an indicator as to about how much damage you're doing. I also want you to see just how few explosives it takes to actually drop one of these things, and how even just a little tiny bit of proper positioning can completely ruin one of these things' AI altogether. So here we go. I've thrown the 2 charges, I'm about to blow them, and boom. 1,121 XP. Now I'm gonna duck into this room where it can't get to me, and I can just shoot it all I want. Right here, I'm gonna notice this poor guy under here, and I will admit, I feel bad for shooting this guy. Like, he didn't deserve that. Another good piece of advice is to make sure the AI is not going to rocket jump at you the second you get ready to throw. That was a wasted mine that probably would have killed this thing had it landed. Right here, I'm gonna drag it over for the death blow, and boom. Right there. It's down. I took no damage. I barely had to use any expensive resources. Those explosives that I did have, I found, so didn't cost me anything. Then, as you see, I was able to pick up one of those Leaper Singularity drives, and I'm about to get another one here. It's in this bottom piece of loot here. The Leaper explodes into 6 lootable pieces, and each one of those Singularity drives is 5k. Real quick, showing the end of the raid here. We've got a total bag value of, as soon as I get around to clicking it, 34k. Most of that, of course, is from those pulse units, and then it goes by quickly, but I'll just tell you, I made 11, almost 12k XP off that one raid. The sort of final lesson that I'd like to impart with here is that while these larger arcs are, like I said before, you know, they're visually scary, they have the firepower to drop an entire squad almost instantly, they're also, at the end of the day, they're AI in a video game. They're easy enough to break and beat, they have their weaknesses that can be exploited, and they're well worth the loot should you ever encounter one on a run. But anyway, if you've managed to make it this far, I'd like to thank you for watching the entirety of the video. I do plan on eventually releasing a full chaptered video that will contain a guide for every single medium tier ARC enemy in the game up into the Queen boss, once I've figured out how to reliably deal with them all. And I'm sure it's horribly apparent that I'm still sort of new to this type of endeavor, so any support you could show would be greatly appreciated.